your recommendations on how to do this. But years ago, I decided to give up soft drinks, sodas, and I was on a holiday with a friend. And throughout that whole week, she was like, "Don't take the soda, don't take the soda," and that's fine for the whole week. When I went home on my own, it took me another 6 months to not have a psychological battle about not taking the soda. It
Wow.
sounds strange, but my brain was like, "You're missing out. You're missing out. You're missing out." And I'm just wondering, did you go through that missing out feeling as well, or was it because of the motivation was so big you didn't have that in your back of your mind?
Um, I can't lie. I felt like even just thinking about doing it, I felt like I was going to be missing out on a lot of things. But the motivation was bigger than that for
Mm,
me because it was, to me, it was like life or death. I know that sounds very dramatic, but for me, it was
but it
like
was,
that.
yeah.
It was like life or death. It was like, okay, do you really need it that bad? We're doing this now. And that I would keep that in my mind. And then also, I'm blessed. I have a really supportive husband. When I didn't like, as I was making all these changes, I did not force my family to, do what I was doing. I was doing something. They knew what I was doing. They would help me. And my husband was really great. He would help too. But, some days I would say to him, man, this is really hard. I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I could do this another day. And he,
Mm,
because in my mind, I had like the detox protocol that I was doing was like 30 days. And I thought, I can't do, I was like on day two. I was like, I can't do 30 days of this, And he said to me, he was like, don't even think about that. Don't think about 30 days. Don't think about tomorrow. You just do what you're doing today. You think what you're doing
mm.
now and you don't worry about that. And, weirdly, or I wouldn't say weirdly, I would say coincidentally, that's actually really scriptural. It's like you don't worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow has enough going on. You just concentrate on today, and today's the day that, God makes for you, and that, he'll provide everything you need to help you get through to tomorrow. And I think that that's a tougher thing. The mind games that go on, like you're saying, are probably the hardest part, one of the hardest parts of deciding to make changes. But the thing is that it's like, you say you feel like you're missing out. It's really the best kept secret that, like, even as far as making nutritional changes like I did, or changing the way that you eat, you feel like, I can't do that. I'm going to be missing out, or I'm going to hate every minute of it. But really, as you start to make those changes, your body responds in a way that you would be amazed how you feel. And then after a while, it's like, I've been putting this off for so long, and I could have been feeling this much better, much,
Right,
much
yeah.
sooner than this. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So.
definitely. No, that's amazing. And so obviously don't give away all your secrets,